them to be able to access this side and redo the foundation, I need to actually have the house power wash, and that's what's happening today. And so I need to move my winter clematis. That's not going to be an easy task. This is not the right time to do it, which we are at the beginning of February, and we don't know what the weather's going to predict for the rest of the month and even into spring, because we have been known to have a winter freeze out in spring. So I don't know what's going to happen to this winter clematis, so I'm going to do my very best to save it. The other thing that I'm going to do is move all this container so that they can have access to this area, so that once they get ready to actually fix this whole foundation, then I will have things out of the way. The other thing I need to do is move all this stuff. Now that stuff that's hanging, I probably don't need to move. I may move it, but I may not need to, because really the wall is behind where they're going to be power washing, and down here, and there's not much of a cement over on this side. So that's what I'm going to do, is remove all this stuff. Hola.
Hola.
Now that that's all done, I'm gonna go dig up my winter clematis. Got to put my hair in some piggy towels, because otherwise it's gonna be a mess. My hair gets like extremely curly in the rain, so get that mess out of the way. Okay, now that I have my piggy towels on, I'm gonna go dig out my clematis, and just, you guys keep your fingers crossed it survives, and then I can plant it back and it'll look beautiful. Not disturb the roots too much. So I'm trying to dig around so I can find those roots. Just pull it up without harming it too much.
¿Vas a sacar eso?
Sí, ya lo voy a salir. Y si pueden ayudarme a pararlo en un lado y aquí, sí, y en el otro lado y lo...
¿Es agua, perdón? ¿Es toma de agua?
Sí.
La cara y las manos.
Por el líquido.
Déjame un momento. tengo aquí.
Ah, está amarrado, agarrado.
Sí. Bueno, yo tengo un más. Oh, déjame un momento.
Sí.
Allá.
Sí. Ahí lo agarro.
Yo creo que...
A ver, aquí lo.
bueno.
Ya. Yo lo agarro por ahí.
Yo lo agarro. Oh, bueno, gracias. Wait.
Espere.
Gracias.
Sí.
Bueno.
Ok. ¿Ya?
Yeah. Now that that's done, I'm going to put this dirt right back. This way nobody falls in the hole. The roots, I try to salvage them as much as possible. Basically, when you're moving, oh my glasses are all fogged up. Let me remove these for a minute. Basically, when you want to remove such a large plant like that, because it didn't have a lot of root system, but the main root systems were dug way down, straight down, and one was across. I think I'm able to salvage it. I think I got most of the main roots. Those are the most important ones. And so, yeah, I'm gonna kind of wash it off and let it dry, and then that way it can seal, and then I will replant it. I'm really hoping that it'll take, because this is a beautiful winter clematis. I tell you, the blooms are beautiful. It blooms in spring, and this is not the right time to be doing this. But it's the only time that I have to get this done. So got to take advantage of workers when they are getting buried with work and you have a little bit of breather. Take advantage of it. I'm very fortunate because this particular people that are doing and taking care of this, one of them happens to be my nephew. And he is extremely good at what he does. And I can share that more in detail in another video, but he has been a lifesaver for me. So for sure, a big shout out to Arturo for doing this and fitting me in on his busy schedule, because he is extremely busy. It's hard to get him to come over for projects. So I got to take advantage of it. So I got to do this as quickly as possible, because he's going to be the one that's going to be putting a new face on this foundation and putting actual window frames on these. And yeah, I'm really stoked about all this. I'm really super excited. But yeah, I mean, it looks ugly, right? I mean, it really desperately needed refacing. So that's what I'm going to do. ¿Ya están listos para aquí?
Sí, ya vamos a darle tiro.
Oh, bueno, necesito quitar two things. Okay, so they're ready for this side, so I'm gonna work quickly. That come up in the springtime. They're the very first ones to pop off the ground. And that's one there and one over here. I'm encasing them in a tomato cake just so that they can visually back there. I don't think I have anything else here that they need to worry about, because I just have my computer over here. So that should be okay. I can flip that one to life. This is a beautiful one. So, yeah, okay. Okay, they're done power washing. So now I'm going to just show you what the foundation looks like right now before my nephew gets started on patching it up. But for now, you'll be able to see the before, since I wasn't able to really show you the house. But everything is looking bright and clean, and I'm just so happy to see this happening. So now let me show you the foundation, and then I'll show you the after. Okay, so I'm not going to point out the obvious because you can just see what needs to be repaired and what's going to be repaired, and then you'll be able to see the after. But this is kind of basically where we had our garbage cans, and he did scrub this really well, but it probably will get a little muddy here and there, but that's cosmetics. That's not a big deal. But the foundation, you'll be able to see what it looks like now and be able to see what it'll look like afterwards. The one thing I do want to point out is, I don't know, for those of you that have been following me, I had a bunch of stuff stored here. We have since removed it. It will not come back. I will fill you in on that on another video, but for now you can see the obvious areas that need to be fixed and what it looks like now. And really we only have this side right here that needs to be done on this side of the house. This is the north side of the house. And then the house doesn't look like it got power washed on this side. So I'll have to ask them about that. But all this will be refaced. This will be power washed all the way up, and it'll be refaced. As far as painting, this was already done before, so it won't be necessarily refaced, but just painted. And then starting from here, this is the foundation. This is the south side of my garden and the house. And it's only on this side that the home will be getting fixed, because the front end, of course, has the porch and the steps, and therefore it doesn't need any of that stuff done. And it just goes up to about here and just slightly around the corner there. The other thing that I'm having done is that on this rock wall here, which is my garden rock wall, is that they've already power washed it, as you can see. So the next step is they're going to do the same thing that they did with the foundation, where they're going to be doing a parging mix, which is a cement mix, and they're going to put one layer across, and then they're going to wait a while. And then once this settles, they will go ahead and mix a color pigment to the cement, and then they'll add a second layer, and that will add a really nice color to this wall. This is much better than painting, because painting will chip over time, whereas this will not. Okay, so I had to move 3 more plants, and now I'm going to be clipping all this dead foliage off of my red valerian. And I really hope, because we are still in winter, even though it's nice and sunny today, hopefully my plants will survive this transplant. But it's the only option, so that these guys have an area to work around on patching up the foundation. So that's where things are right now. So I'm going to go ahead and start trimming my red valerian. Yeah, that's what it is. My red valerian, I can't think right now. My red valerian, it's only the dead foliage, so it's not going to hurt it. But at least it'll be out of the way so that they can work as well. Me voy a quitar esto.
Ahí va.
Bueno, ¿está bueno ahí?
Sí. ¿Qué dices, primo? No te vi.
No, Juanita, I'm surprised how good the house looks now that it's clean.
I know, right?
Did you notice that?
Not yet, but I kind of took a little bit of a note, and it looks Like
Yeah,
it,
when you walk around that way,
I know, it's like a big glare, huh?
it looks like it was just being painted.
Oh, yeah, I know, it looks fantastic. We should have done this a long time ago.
Yeah.
You know,
You need it bad, you know. You need it.
it needed it so bad. you
Yeah.
know. But
Done
that's
this.
just the way it goes, you know?
Yeah, if it would have done this like long time ago, it would have looked more beautiful.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I know, I totally agree.
Vacuum, do you?
Shop vac, yeah, in the garage.
Oh yeah.
See,
So we're gonna start doing a little bit of grinding,
okay.
and I just don't want to make any dust.
Oh, okay.
But we need a shop vacuum because
Okay.
that's the attachment we use normally on my grinder.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
So now that the prepping is done and everything, and all the gaps and cracks have been fixed for the most part, this is what it looks like. And now this wall doesn't look like a big mess. And every window is also going to be framed out, so that's going to look really nice. So this is what it looks like before they're completely done, all the way around. Now I'll show you what the finished product looks like. So here's where we're at with the foundation right now, and it looks so much nicer. There's still work to be done. There's going to be framing on this windows, but it looks fantastic. And I will let you know what the color's gonna be on the next video, but yeah, it looks beautiful. Now this side wasn't as much work as this other side. So now let's go look at the other side. And of course, this side here was already previously done. It's just going to add color. He just kind of finished it here. And yeah, and so now this is what this side looks like. So much better and nicer. And again, the windows will be framed. But yeah, so much nicer. I'm gonna be so excited to come out here and actually garden and have the foundation look beautiful.